And I'm not going to like do the most. I'm there. I'll be honest with y'all. I'll come on live, we'll laugh, we'll interact, I'll go on and off, but to be honest, I'm not gonna do the whole, because then I'll give her free clout, and that's kind of crazy. Did you ever apologize? Of course I apologized. I apologized profusely, actually. But they're not going to show you that part, because when you come onto the internet and you try to villainize somebody, you need to show them the parts that are going to make them look like a bad person, not the parts where, yeah. Come on, come on. Am I lying? Am I lying? Did I lie? No, I didn't lie. That's what I'm saying. Like, I would love to entertain this thing, but it's like, in the real world, like as two adults speaking, that thing didn't happen. The way it looks now is like, it's like she wait. Ew. Or adult when I pay rent, I got my bills, like I am an adult. Having a lapse of judgment doesn't make you any less of an adult. Guys, come on. Nick, your phone 256. Is your phone 256 gig? I don't know how many gigs it is, to be honest. Why do you ask? I can check. I don't know if I can check while I'm on live, but someone, like, the comments keep saying that, and I really don't know what that thing is about. Like, I'm waiting for someone to tell me. I don't know. I actually don't know. Like, this is what's killing me, is this girl could have come online and just said lies, but I don't know what you're talking about, like, deadass. Was it live? Was it a live video? Was it what? Like, hey, guys. Yay! Yay! Hey! Oh, apparently it's stuff I said when I was drunk. Okay, that makes you see, at least there's someone giving me context. Like, you know exactly. I don't know exactly. I don't actually. Okay, guys, it's 8. I'm starting at 9. I'm gonna love and leave you. No, I don't know about the love part, but I'm gonna leave you. Can I green screen videos? A video, like I wanna green screen a video, the one that I screen recorded. Yes, no, you can't. I'm trying. I don't know how. Mm.
Oh, Sana, you guys almost did not eat. Because if it wasn't for Zane, we would all not know what the fuck is going on. Well, I would not know what's going on. But let's start from the beginning. Welcome back to another segment of Tea from my FYP. And today I'm just going to be breaking down the altercation that's happening between NicRamzzz and Wolfie. So it really started when Nicole made this video where she's essentially speaking about friendships and friendships of convenience. And the issue she's speaking about in this video is essentially people being friends with each other and not having hard conversations because they don't really care to be friends. And then she makes kind of like an example, because she speaks about this very vaguely, but she references extending yourself to communicate with someone and them then ignoring you. Again, this is very vague. She doesn't say anyone's name. She kind of makes it very example like. To which Lelo sees the video, and then she says hey, and she sends her the video. She sends Nicole the video. She says, I hope this isn't about me, because if it is, then we're gonna have a problem. And Nicole likes that message, the last one. So then Ulelo makes a video and she essentially kind of, I guess, addresses this. And again, this is after Nicole had then ignored her message, trying to, I guess, get clarity on this. The video says, don't judge, it could be you. And then the reply is, now why would I invite people over for a games night with their partners, then start flirting with another girl's man to make my own guy who doesn't even care jealous? Then when my friend calls me out, I don't remember, I deflect, I say I don't care, and when she gives me space, I run to the internet to paint her and the other girl as crazy. I twist the story and make myself the victim and hide behind I've been abused by narcissists like it's a personality trait, because in my world, I'm perfect and everyone else is the problem. Now, automatically, pew, 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 shots are fired. And the caption she used was, if you're bold enough to lie online, NicRamzzz, be bold enough to tell the whole story too. And stop trying to sound profound. That fake deep talk is exactly why you don't keep friends. Don't come online ridiculing people with real friendships just because you know, I'm not sure. But yeah, she says love. Obviously, people were gonna wanna know what the vibes are, what the whole story is. So someone asked for a story time, to which she indulges them. So she posts this video captioned, she went online and twisted the whole story because she knows she's got a bigger community and thinks people will automatically take her side. She talks nice, so she thought I'd keep quiet. Unfortunately for her, I can stand up for myself and I don't play with people who use their platform to rewrite reality. Here's the real story. For context, Lelo is based in Dubai, but she says when she came to South Africa, she made friends with Nicole because she liked her vibe. She says that Nicole then invited her to her house for a games night, at which point she then brought her boyfriend and her friend. Lelo's friend then came with her, I guess, boyfriend, a guy she's seeing. Now, when they got to Nicole's house for the games night, Nicole was there, as well as her boyfriend at the time, I guess, and the boyfriend's friend, right? Now, Lelo says she didn't really like Nicole's boyfriend because Nicole had told her that he's abusive and he's narcissistic, so she didn't really like him. She says when they arrive, there's kind of like some commotion regarding Nicole hugging Lelo's man, because she's kind of, can I hug you, do you do hugs? Like, it's, I call that deep, you know what I'm saying? It's not that dramatic, I guess. But anyway, they sit down and at some point Nicole is making a video and she's showing the people who are in the room, and she says, this is my friend and this is my friend and this is the Christian, talking about Lelo's boyfriend, because apparently he's a Christian and he doesn't drink and he doesn't smoke. But now I guess Lelo's boyfriend felt a bit like ridiculed by this and he was a bit uncomfortable with the whole like poking fun at me being Christian thing. But he was there obviously because his honey was there and he wanted to be there with his honey. So obviously they're drinking gumnandi. The games are commencing. And Lelo says that during the game, Nicole comes to her and says, ah, girl, I don't want your man. Like out the blue, oh girl, I don't want your man. Girls always say I want their man. And she's kind of taken aback by this, like, But she says she kind of clocked that Nicole doesn't have any friends and that might be why, like the whole girls always think I want their man thing. She was like, you know what, I really like this girl. She just she needs a little bit of tweaking, a little bit of, you know, training, I guess, in order for her to be able to maintain friendships with women. So apparently as the games are going, Nicole then takes 4 shots and she starts kind of telling her boyfriend at the time that she really loves him and she, you know, just I don't know, I guess she was kind of communicating to him that like, I want you to pick me. And throughout this time, she's saying things like, I'm an it girl, I have a small waist, I have a flat stomach, I make 7 figures, like pick me, choose me, love me type beat, you know? Mind you, apparently the guy is just sitting there smoking and giggling. He don't really care like that. So Lelo says her and her friend that she brought decide, you know what, let's intervene and let's kind of take her out of the situation and maybe have a word with her, because they genuinely felt like she was embarrassing herself. From what I'm hearing, they wanted to protect her from her having to embarrass herself to that extent. But Lelo says Nicole then snaps at them and says, I invited you here, so I don't get why you niggas are telling me shit, type shit. So then during that interaction, Lelo's boyfriend and Lelo's friend's boyfriend, they both see this and they're like, I actually don't like this energy, let's leave. So they all decide to leave. But as they're leaving, Nicole comes up and asks Lelo's boyfriend's friend for his number and his Instagram. And now Lelo's friend gets pissed. And then Lelo and her friend go down the stairs and they leave. But Lelo's boyfriend and Lelo's friend's boyfriend are still upstairs. And so when they come down, Cole is kind of holding on to Lelo's boyfriend, like kind of inappropriately or in a way that makes Lelo feel uncomfortable. And the reasoning apparently was because she said she was too drunk to walk down on her own. But now Lelo realizes, oh, I should have actually taken a bottle of Amarula because I want to drink when I get home. So she decides, let me actually go back and get that bottle. But she says that Cole then comes up with her But now nobody's holding her. She's fine. She walks up fine, comes back down fine, and they say their goodbye. She also says she was really calm about the whole thing with her boyfriend because she was like, I'm going back to Dubai and so is my boyfriend, so you're never really going to see me or my boyfriend again, so it's not really that deep for me. But then she says she was still pretty open to a friendship with Nicole, so she felt as though she should communicate her and her friends' grievances to Nicole in order to kind of and build a friendship type shit instead of just cutting her off. So she says she called Nicole and they had a conversation about it, and then Nicole sent these texts to her friend. I obviously can't see what's there at the top, but this is a message that Nicole sends to Lelo's friend. She says, oh my god, I understand if you never want to talk to me again. I'm really sorry. I also wanted to add, Ne, that I actually genuinely and wholeheartedly understand if you would never want to have a game night like that again, or even just go out together as a group, because you might have this lingering thought that you can't trust me around your partners, and I'm not like that. She says, "Askishle, forgive me," and then she sends a voice note. Lelo's friend then replies, I can't see the top part, but she says, couldn't you use Don as bait, or use a different technique to make him jealous? So I'm guessing the whole point was to make her boyfriend jealous. That's why she was acting the way she was. Lelo's friend says, it's not who I am line doesn't make sense to me, because you can't do something, action, and then say that's not how I am, words. What outweighs the other? Actions, right? Regardless of your conscious state, your actions do matter. Your drunk state, if you do things and don't remember, what more can you do? Listen, getting all sloshed can be fun in games, but the moment you see that you can't control yourself, go home or go sleep, because you end up doing things that are not right, and you can't use being sloshed as an excuse for your behavior. He also says, I read all your texts and listened to your voice notes. I need you to understand how I felt in that situation. You disrespected me. It's not about the guy. It's about the fact that you had the audacity to hit on someone I came with. I never hugged Lamar or even hit on him. This is a basic human interaction, in brackets, respect. Respecting you, your interaction, and your invitation to your place. What you did was a low blow, and the way my sister spoke about you before meeting you, I was excited to meet you, but things took a turn. But we cool, no bad blood. So I've run out of time, but there's a part 2 and there's more that was said during this interaction. Like this video and pray that the algorithm brings you back for a part 2. Mwah. Okay, so this is part 2 on the drama that's happening between Wolfie, Lelo, and NicRamzzz, Nicole. Where we had stopped was where Nicole had sent a text to Ulelo's friend, essentially apologizing, and then Lelo's friend had responded to those messages. So Ulelo also posts some texts that were between her and Nicole. Can't see the top, but I can see where she says, I was calm. I even told you I'll hold you accountable. She keeps saying you don't remember certain things. As your friend, I don't believe that. I mean, I've said this before. I don't believe alcohol makes people do things that they don't mean. It just lowers your filter. True. So that I was drunk thing doesn't land. I told you that I had a friend that kept on hurting me and blaming it on alcohol. You acted out of character, sure, but wrong is wrong. And you even said yourself, if that was my character, you'd have left me by now. And I agreed with that. Shim, Lilo's friend, is the one who was hurt, not me. When you apologized, she told you how she felt. Instead of just hearing her out, you didn't like her answer and came with arrogance. That cool, be well reply was disrespectful, man. It made your apology look fake. And in my opinion, this whole thing is not even about boys. It's just about being a girl. As girls, we pick up on things quick. We feel disrespected quick. Friend felt played in that moment. Then there's that guy situation. Shaking my head. The way it came back to us, you said he looks like a type, and that's why you asked for his number and Insta. That's disrespectful, especially because he came with his partner. It wasn't just on him, it was on both of you. She says that is why friends' feelings got hurt. Maybe you didn't do that with Lewis because you value me more since I'm your actual friend. But still, it doesn't matter. Wrong is wrong. She had a right to feel that way. And all of this was happening while she was sitting, and I can't see that part. And I guess we all chose to stay neutral. I don't see the rest. But she says, instead of just owning it, you drag me into it by saying, I can cut you off, it's fine. That's mean, because it feels like you'd rather burn bridges than just face where you were wrong. At the end of the day, this is between you and friend. I came with her. She's the one who got hurt. And all she wanted was honesty and accountability with no excuses. If someone did this to you, I know you'd cuss them out. Honestly, if it was me, I was going to. To which Nicole replies, okay, I didn't say I didn't like her answer. I said her reaction is not my responsibility. What did you want me to do? Cry? Yo? She says, you did not tell me about me saying he looks like my type thing. Now you're conveniently adding it to the conversation. Honestly, I don't care. Genuinely. Do what you want, all of you. You're not hearing me. I'm not hearing you. It's okay. To which Lelo responds, got you, babe. Nicole says, understand, Lelo, I feel indifferent about the situation, which means I feel nothing. And then she says, hate me, like me, understand me, misunderstand me. It's all a conscious choice. But one thing I do know, I did not deflect from accountability. And then she says, you guys want a specific response from me. And unfortunately, that's just not how I feel. And that's okay. Ulelo responds, Nicole, stop. Nobody hates you here. I'm just trying to make you understand how this is from our point of view. And then she says, now it's you guys. Please understand that no one is ganging up on you. Nicole responds, and might I add, this rhetoric that she didn't want excuses doesn't land. Because if you guys actually listened to what I said, you'd understand that I never once deflected. But she's so keen on feeling disrespected and betrayed. So let her. The world will keep spinning. Continues and she says, I fully understand. I'm not an idiot, guys, that lives in this bubble where I think I'm pure and can never do no wrong. But this rhetoric that's being pushed does not affect me. It only affects her. Then sends a voice note and she says, if I was upset, I'd be honest enough to tell you. There's no anger on my side. I'm actually fine. Don't misinterpret my blunt nature as hostility. She also sends another voice note and she says, okay, gotta get back to work. My room got hella dark, so I needed to turn on a little bit of light so you guys can see me again. But yeah, Ulelo says essentially that's where they stopped talking and she decided, you know what, I'm actually not even going to dignify that with a response. And she mised Nicole. At which point then Nicole makes this video speaking vaguely about, I guess, a scenario that is inspired by their events, quote unquote, I guess. And that's essentially how this whole chain of events unfolded. Now, in my opinion, this was something that was very easily solvable had they been on the same page in terms of what they were communicating to each other. Because from where I'm standing, it seems as though they were both open and keen on having the conversation. Ulelo was trying to communicate, hey, my friend is feeling a bit disrespected. And Nicole was initially very apologetic. But I don't know what happened. I think maybe she got rubbed up the wrong way by Nicole's friend sending that paragraph. And that's when she then started to get defensive, maybe. I don't know. But she kind of went from very apologetic to kind of very standoffish and like, I don't care. But yeah, I think, you know, if they were communicating and they were willing to hear each other, this could have been very easily solvable. This was really an unfortunate turn of events, and I hate that they had to come and speak about it on the internet because it feels as though these are two very well articulated and smart, seemingly smart women, and I feel as though they could have talked about it in private and solved it in private, and it's unfortunate that we get to see it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next tea from my FYP. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Now, guys, that is crazy. If you didn't get it, it's like this girl Wolfie went ahead and posted on her TikTok account, Ati, don't judge, it could be you. And then she responded and was like, well, now why would I invite people over for a games night with their partners, then start flirting with another girl's man to make my own guy who doesn't even care jealous? Then when my friends call me out, I don't remember. I deflect, I say I don't care, and when she gives me space, I run to the internet to paint her and the other girl as crazy. I twist the story, make myself the victim, and hide behind I've been abused by narcissists. Like it's a personality trait because in my world I'm perfect and everyone else is the problem. Right? So this Wolfie girl posted that after NicRamzzz went onto the internet, like Venus said, and posted that video, you know, basically just asking why we're not calling each other out and things like that. So it's crazy. Linda Baga NicRamzzz, no Wolfie, guys. As thank you so much to Uvinas. Hey, she broke it down for us, literally into like she's giving us the tea. Shout out, girl. You know, but yeah, internet beef. NicRamzzz is always on the internet. She's always trending for the reasons we don't know. Like, but she's a businesswoman making money, you know? Big ups to her. Anyway, guys, what do you guys think about the video? Leave your comments and please like the video. Don't forget to please subscribe to the channel, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next one.